This video introduces the contents of the paper titled Superposition Mechanism as a Neural Basis for Understanding Others, which was published in Scientific Reports in 2022. The main idea of our paper is that, in an individual's internal processing, there is no separate model for others. Instead, both self and others are processed using the same agent model without distinction. Multiple pathways exist to provide multiple interpretations of sensory input from the outside. Based on this idea, here is the model we implemented using deep learning. Sensory input from the outside is processed according to two pathways, Process 1 and Process 2. And these processes share a single processing module called the Superposition module. Consequently, two outputs are generated from the two processing streams and used to predict future vision. The situation is like this. Our proposed superposition network is installed in a particular agent. There is another agent nearby, and this other agent appears within the field of vision of the self-agent. The network does nothing but learn to predict visually. We conducted simulations to reveal what happens when visual predictions are made using a superposition network. Agent 1 is equipped with a superposition network. How well can the network model predict future visuals from the somatosensory inputs? This is the ground truth of the agent's visual input. This is the prediction result when the vision is shut down. You can find that the predictions are well made. Then, we visualize the internal states of the superposition network by PCA. The points are colored in response to the physical location of the agent 1 for H1 and the location of the agent 2 for H2. The left graph indicates that the internal state H1 is maintained according to physical locations of agent 1 like place cell. On the other hand, the graph on the right shows that the internal state H2 is maintained according to the physical positions of agent 2, the other. This can be considered as the recently discovered social place cells. What kind of information might be contained in the visual features, F1 and F2, extracted from one's own vision? Since F1 is believed to contain information about one's own agent 1, a decoder is trained to reconstruct one's own visual input V1 from the visual feature F1. After this learning, let's use the decoder to visualize what kind of information is contained in F2. Since F1 and F2 are processed without distinction by the superposition module, they are in the same data format, making this computation meaningful. The top left video shows the self-vision, VT, given to agent 1. The bottom one shows the result of auto-encoding learning using one's own vision. This is the decoding result from F2. It looks like it is showing visual perspective footage from somewhere. This is the vision seen from the perspective of agent 2, which agent 1 can never access. Surprisingly, the information decoded from F2 turns out to be the visual information of agent 2. Here are the another episode example. Our results can be summarized like this. All these abilities are acquired simply through visual prediction learning using superposition mechanism. Thank you very much for watching. This research was conducted as an interdisciplinary study at the Center for Human Nature, AI and Neuroscience, Hokkaido University. If you are interested, please watch the longer video as well. The details of this study are described in this paper published in Scientific Reports.